Imagine finding out that your home was a farm and you were the cattle. Well, that's what's about to happen. Let's have a look. At the beginning of the anime, we are introduced to three young kids, Norman, Emma, and Ray. They talk about how their mama says that the gates protects them from the outside world, and Ray says that their mama is probably lying. I remember when my mama told me that Santa Claus was real. Good times. We then jump a few years to the present. The three kids are now 11 years old each, and the eldest in the orphanage. As such, they take on the roles of older siblings, such as waking the younger ones and setting up the breakfast table. Emma plays a lot with the other kids, and Ray teases her for not acting her age. Their mama, the woman who takes care of the children, Isabella, laughs and says that Emma's childish behavior is one of the reasons she and the other kids love her. Mama proceeds to offer prayers before they eat. As they eat, we see that they all have numbers tattooed on their necks. Wow, these kids are already having tats? My parents would kill me if I tried to get one. In the next scene, we see the kids taking an exams, providing their answers with barcode? What the hell happened to ABCs and 1 to 3s, huh? The exams ends, and most of them complain about how tough it was. I don't blame you guys, honestly. I didn't understand a single thing I saw, and I'm an adult. One of them in particular, Connie, complains about how she failed to get most of them. Mama reads their scores and congratulates Emma, Ray, and Norman for coming in first as usual. Apparently, they are the smart guys, but Norman is especially talented. One of the elder kids, Dawn, is angry that they are getting all the attention. I've been there before, bro. I completely understand. He challenges Norman to a game of tag against everyone. But my guy, Ray, decides to just chill. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Norman catches everyone easily, but Emma is tough to get due to being more athletic. In the end, he resorts to using tricks and she falls for it. Emma is angry that Norman wins every time, and Ray says that it's because Norman thinks and strategizes very well. Dawn challenges Norman again, but this time everyone looks for Norman. Emma wanders around and sees Norman near a low iron fence, which Mama had told them never to cross. Ray joins them, and they still wonder what is beyond the fence. The others find them, and they talk about how they would all leave the orphanage and get adopted one day. One of them, Gilda, finds it strange how they never got any messages from other kids who got adopted. They conclude that they might be having too much fun and fantasize about what they would do when they get adopted. I'll go to the moon. I'll ride a horsey. I'll subscribe to this channel called O's Recaps on YouTube. Thanks a lot, kid. Although something tells me there's no YouTube in your world. I mean, you guys use barcodes to write exams, for crying out loud. Connie is getting adopted that day and promises to write them a lot of letters. At night, Connie is leaving and all the other kids are very sad. After Mama takes Connie away, Emma notices that Connie had forgotten her doll behind. Ray says that there's still time to catch up and Emma and Norman run towards the gate. They get there and find the truck, but no one is around. They check inside the truck and they are horrified to see Connie. She's dead and a red flower sticks out of her chest. Maybe the word adoption means something different in their world. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't joke about something like this. I'll scrap it from the script. They hear approaching footsteps and hide under the truck and hold themselves from screaming as they see the people talking. They're not people, but monster-like creatures. They put Connie's body inside a tube with liquid inside, presumably to preserve the body, and talk about how human meats were such a delicacy that only the rich could afford, so humans are kinda like Kobe beef. Fascinating. The leader of the monsters smells something, and he looks under the truck, but they are already gone. But they forgot Connie's doll, and Isabella finds it. The two have a hard time believing what they had seen, and Emma cries as she realizes what happened to all the kids who had left the orphanage. Norman wants to escape with Emma and Ray, and Emma says that they had to bring everyone along. The next day, they try to act as they usually do, so Mama won't figure out that they're the ones who went to the gate last night. Using his knowledge about the shipment of the children so far, Norman deduces that the kids get shipped out when they turn 6, starting from the least intelligent ones, while the brightest ones were left until they turn 12. This means that the brains of the intelligent kids were the tastiest. I wouldn't recommend my brain then. It won't be a pleasant meal. Norman says that they only have 2 months to form a plan and escape. They scout the orphanage, crossing the fence for the first time, and see that the orphanage is surrounded by a tall concrete wall. They don't give up, saying it will be climbable with some rope. They go back, where Mama brings out a device in front of all the kids before going to find the child who had gotten lost. She does this so that whoever went to the gate last night would know that she could track their location. Mama suspects Emma and tries getting a reaction from her, but Emma acts normally. That night, they find some clothes in the storage room and make them into a rope to climb the wall. Ray follows them and asks what was wrong, as they had been acting strange. They tell him everything. He believes them, but says that they couldn't possibly take all 37 kids. But Emma insists, and Norman takes her side. Ray is pissed, but agrees anyways. The bell rings, calling them back, where they see a new sibling has arrived, as well as another woman, Sister Crone, who is here to assist Mama. They know the Sister Crone is here to watch them, and that they must be more careful from now on. Isabella tells Crone about the kids. Crone wants to report it, but Isabella says no, as it would ruin the reputation of the farm. Yes, folks, the orphanage is a farm, and the kids are, well, you know. Crone is very ambitious and wants to become the mom of the house. She plans to get proof that the kids are trying to escape and report it, to reveal Isabella's failure and overthrow her. The kids address the issue of the trackers. Emma inspects the new child and sees the transmitter in her earlobe. She tells the others, and Ray promises to find a solution. They then play tag to make the children stronger and faster for the escape. Sister Crone decides to also play and catches everyone except Ray and Norman. The three wonder why Mama and Sister Crone haven't made a move on them and conclude that Mama must have a spy amongst the kids. They suspect Don and Gilda and tell them the half-truth, saying they were being sold as slaves instead of as food. Norman tells the two of them different hiding places of the ropes, and Don's rope gets taken by Mama, but Norman reveals that it was a trap for Ray and that Ray is the actual spy. However, Ray is not their enemy, as he provided information to Mama in exchange for materials and gadgets which he used to learn about the outside world and how to break the trackers. He had already known about the demons and had made them go to the gate that night. Also, they could find out the truth and escape. He knows all this because he could remember everything in his life, from when he was a baby and being brought to the farm by the demons. Ray says that he will cooperate with them fully and act as a double agent, only if they leave behind the kids who will be a hindrance. Norman doesn't want to agree, but Ray doesn't give him a choice and tells him to pretend to go along with Emma. Ray goes out and speaks to Mama, telling her about the training with Tag, but says nothing about the trackers. The next day, Emma says that she's noticed the presence of a hidden room in Mama's office. They think it's where Mama disappears to check in with her superiors every night. Don wants to check it out to see if they could find clues to find Connie, whom he still thinks is alive. Ray disagrees as it's too risky. He does it anyway. He steals Mama's keys and enters the room with Gilda, where he sees the toys of all the harvested children, as well as a radio, before sneaking out again. Emma had discovered another thing. Among the books in the library, there were books written by someone called William Minerva. They contained Morse code with cryptic messages about the outside world. They realize that someone on the outside is trying to help them, and they agree to find more books. At night, Dawn confronts the tree about lying to them concerning Connie and the others. They tell them the truth. He gets emotional and punches them, but things cool off and they apologize. The next day, Crone confronts them and tells them to ask her anything they need to escape. She intends to get close and find proof of their plans. In the secret room, we see Mama talking to someone through the radio. The person, Grandma, tells her to get ready to start shipment of the high-quality products. The kids knew what Crone was up to and are careful with her. She tells them how there are 5 farms in total and how she and Mama were both raised in the farms. The next day, Crone searches the kids' room and finds a piece of paper Ray had purposefully kept. It contained evidence against Isabella. She doesn't get the chance to report it, as Isabella deems her to be a problem and sends her away. She leaves something behind for the children, and she is harvested. The kids want to inspect what is over the wall so they know what they're dealing with. Ray is to distract Mama while Emma and Norman check it out. However, Mama finds out and confronts them. She tells them to just give up and accept their fate, as escaping and surviving would be impossible. Emma tries holding off Mama while Norman continues, but Isabella breaks her leg, stopping them. She carries Emma back and tells them that Norman was getting shipped the next day. They are all terrified, and Ray tells Norman to deactivate his tracker with the device he finished making and hide in the surrounding forest until they had all the kids ready. Norman agrees, but proceeds to scout the wall instead. He returns to the dismay of the others. He tells them that he couldn't hide and risk the others getting shipped. He tells them that beyond the wall is a cliff which surrounds them and 4 other farms with only one bridge across. He gives them the device back and tells them to not give up on the plan. Everyone is sad as Norman leaves, but especially Emma and Ray. While leaving, Norman gets a flashback of his childhood with Emma and Ray. Mama takes him to the gate where he is supposedly harvested. Ray gives up completely and accepts his fate. While Emma is sad and cries constantly, Mama speaks to her and says she could help her leave if she was willing to be a mom. Emma refuses. 2 months passes and Isabella doesn't notice any change. It is the night before Ray's shipment date. Ray meets with Emma in the dining hall and wants to set himself and the house on fire to distract Mama while the rest escapes. Emma stops him and knocks some sense into him.
NANI?! Baka!
She tells him that no one was dying and that they were going to escape together. Emma and Norman had revealed the truth to several other kids who had convinced others. And while Mama had been watching Emma and Ray, the other kids were getting ready. Emma takes out Ray's chip and fools Isabella into thinking that Ray killed himself, and she says,
"If anything, I have to save the brain."
Okay, that's some fine motherly love there. She notices that Emma is gone, but her tracker puts her in the house. It was a decoy, as Emma had cut off her ear to buy some time. They climb the wall and run to a part where the cliff was closer, and they use ropes and hangers to slide down. Norman had made this plan after scouting the wall, and the kids had been preparing for it the last 2 months. Although they could not tell or bring kids below the age of 5, they knew that they would be given at least 2 years to grow, and Emma planned to come back for them, as well as the kids in the other farms. Isabella catches up to them and watches as Emma slides to the other side. We get a flashback of when Isabella was a child and after failing to escape, gave up and became a mother. She appears to be happy for the kids and wishes them luck. It is also revealed that Isabella is Ray's mom, as she heard him humming a song which he had heard from the womb. Wow, now I understand why she did this.
"Have to save the brain."
It was to have a souvenir of her son. The anime then ends as the kids run through the woods. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know you did. So please like, subscribe and comment for which other anime you'd like to see recapped. Thanks for watching All's Recapped.